Mimi ni genz na silaha yangu ndio ino.
Je, wewe umejiandikisha?
Nimejiandikisha.
As the battle for the ballot 2027 intensifies, the Independent Electoral and Boundary Commission (IEBC) has called on Gen Z to turn their online energy into real political action by registering as voters. This is after the IEBC only registered 20,000 new voters in the first 2 weeks of the national voter registration exercise, which is far below its target. The commission had expected a much higher turnout, especially from the youth, who make up nearly 75% of Kenya's population. IEBC says it is targeting 6.3 million new voters before the next general election. But with such low initial numbers, questions are already being raised about whether young people will show up when it matters most. Kenyans on X are calling out Gen Z for what they see as lack of consistency. Many remember how passionately the youth took to the streets last year during the Reject Finance Bill 2024 protest, which shocked the government and made global headlines, in which over 60 young Kenyans lost their lives while demanding accountability and transparency from the government. Now, fellow youth are urging their peers to honor those who died by taking the next step, registering to vote and driving real change through the ballot. However, some ex-users claim that the IEBC claiming that Gen Z are not turning out to vote, its government-paid bloggers pushing the narrative, all this to drench the elections and say that Gen Z had no significant impact in the coming elections. I believe that the campaign could be a coordinated move by paid bloggers and political operatives to shape public opinion ahead of the polls. Comedian turned activist Eric Omondi has emerged as one of the loudest voices rallying the youth to register through his new campaign Peperusha Tuesday. He is urging young Kenyans to acquire their national IDs and register as voters in honor of the fallen protesters. Eric Omondi recently launched a nationwide university tour starting at Pwani University in Kilifi County, where he addressed hundreds of students. He has vowed to visit campuses across the country, using his influence to motivate young people to take political participation seriously.
Tulienda kwa street, tukapigwa tear gas, wengine wote hata wakakufa. Lakini saa hizi lazima to make history in this country kwa kupiga kura. Wanasema vijana wachukuangi kura, wanasemanga vijana wapigangi kura, wanasema vijana wasimamangi. Mimi naenda around universities zote Kenya. I am going around the country in all the universities. Kuanzia saa hii kuambia Gen Zs that this Kenya and the future of this country belongs to you. Lazima mchukue kura. And that's why nimekuja na IEBC. Na wale vijana watatimama. Naenda kushika Sauti Sol, nishike Calligraph, nishike Diamond, nishike sisi kwa sisi. Tutawachangia pesa, tutawakampenia mpaka mwingine. Suko na ID, hakikisha umechukua kura ya?
Urging Kenyans to do it for Boniface Kariuki, Albert Ojwang and Rex Masai. If we fail to act, they will have died for nothing. Eric Omondi is encouraging young Kenyans to share videos of themselves registering or showing their IDs, transforming civic duty into viral challenge. His campaign seeks to turn online passion into tangible action. As the 2027 elections draw near, the real test will be whether Gen Z, a generation that has already proven its power on the streets, can now prove its power at the ballot box. Because if the past year's protest taught anything, it's that change begins not just with outrage, but with registration.